Hello and welcome to another episode of Ctrl Alt, dammit. Today is Friday, May the 10th. And before we get started, I just wanted to take a moment to thank everybody who's been watching the videos, everybody who's left feedback, everybody who's had advice for things to do or change or try. I really do appreciate it. We're only 3 weeks in, 9 episodes. It's a very new show, and I really want to take this somewhere where you can rely on it daily or weekly or whenever you want to watch it for your gaming news. So thank you again for everybody who has offered advice about stuff. I really do appreciate it. Today though, we've got some news about upcoming games, some new games, and the Video Game Hall of Fame. So let's get into it. Survival horror game Serum has gotten a release date trailer. Either alone or in co-op, Serum puts you in a world engulfed by a green toxic substance. With no memory and an implanted timer on your arm counting down the time until you die, you must brew and inject yourself with serum in order to survive. The game's unique brewing system will let you combine substances to unlock powers and abilities that will help you survive. Hunting and foraging will be the key to survival and success while allowing you time to find out what's really going on in the world. This game looks like it will be reminiscent of many other survival titles that have you waking up with no memory while figuring out a way to survive and putting the pieces of your past life back together, but the brewing system does sound interesting, especially if there's a possibility of combining and brewing items into something that could kill you or greatly lessen the time you have on the wristwatch of impending doom. Serum will be a first-person single-player or co-op experience and hits early access on Steam May 23rd. If you're a fan of the genre, take a look at the release date trailer and let me know what you think down below. Indie developer Evil Raptor has revealed a teaser trailer for upcoming third-person action-adventure platforming shooter Akimbot. As a fan of Ratchet & Clank games, this title immediately calls to me. In a world populated by robots, Akimbot will see players controlling outlaw robot X, teaming up with unlikely sidekick Shipset. You'll set forth on a mission to save the universe from destruction. Piloting a spaceship from planet to planet and fighting armies of robots, you will find and unlock gear and weapon mods to become stronger in your fight in the intergalactic war. Akimbot looks like it will appeal to fans of PS2 and PS3 platforming shooters as well as modern gamers with its vibrant and colorful sci-fi setting. The game's website has described X as designed for hacking. He destroys his enemies with an array of tricks. He's an analyst, always looking for ways to trap his enemies with a secret yet extreme penchant for explosions. And it describes Shipset as pompous, old, spiteful, and arrogant. Shipset hates his job and wants to end this quest as soon as possible because, as he always says, he's got better things to do. There's no specific launch date outside of this year, but I will definitely be looking out for more info. Cozy gamers, this one is for you. Little Kitty Big City has launched on Nintendo Switch, Xbox One and Series, and PC. Developer Double Dagger Studio described their game as "You're a curious little kitty with a big personality on an adventure to find your way back home. Explore the city, make new friends with stray animals, wear delightful hats, and leave more than a little chaos in your wake. After all, isn't that what cats do best?" Okay, all of that sounds cool, but hats? Hats? I can put hats on my cat? They could have made the entire game just that and people would have bought it, but they went and added a campaign as well. Playing as a cat with no known name, you're trying to return to the comfort of your high-rise apartment after falling out of the window. It's fine, I'm sure they landed on their feet. In your journey to find your way back, you'll meet new friends, overcome obstacles, solve puzzles, and find hats. Did I mention the hats? Little Kitty Big City is just under $23 on Steam and Switch and is free on Game Pass. Bungie has been dumping Final Shape info all over us lately. With just under a month until the highly anticipated expansion, the latest This Week in Destiny post has shown us all the perks that can be combined with Prismatic class items. The class items, which only work when using the Prismatic subclass, will randomly combine the effects of 2 existing exotic perks. Until yesterday's post, it was unknown which perks would be included in the pool, but the post has broken it all down and shows that each class has 2 pools of 8 perks that can roll on these class items. Some overlapping occurs between the pools, with 6 of the perks showing across all 3 classes. These are the Spirit of Ophidian, Assassin, Star Eater, Inmost Light, Verity, and Syntheseps. With the remaining 10 perks for each class, there's about 64 combinations that can roll on your class item, meaning you're going to have just under a 2% chance of getting the 2 perks that you want. Bungie has said that the class items will not be available until after the world's first race is completed. The class items will begin dropping from a secret unknown activity at the first Final Shape reset, which will be June 11th. Bungie said, "We don't want to spoil the activity or how to unlock it, but we will say it's farmable and you will get a guaranteed random roll each time you complete it." The community is pondering whether or not they'll be able to transmog these exotic class items, but given Bungie's penchant for selling ornaments for exotic gear, I would assume not. The Final Shape launches June 4th. I'll have no less than 2 Steam keys for the expansion and annual pass that I will be giving away on stream. In the final story of today, 5 more games have been inducted into the World Video Game Hall of Fame. Asteroids, released 45 years ago in 1979. Myst, released 31 years ago in 1993. SimCity, released 35 years ago in 1989. Ultima, released 43 years ago in 1981. And Resident Evil, released 28 years ago in 1996. Nominated but not being inducted this year were Guitar Hero, Elite, Metroid, Neopets, Tokimeki Memorial, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, and You Don't Know Jack. Congrats to this year's additions who joined legendary titles like The Last of Us, Wii Sports, Civilization, Ocarina of Time, Mrs. Pac-Man, and Barbie Fashion Designer. Huh? And that's going to do it for this episode of Ctrl Alt Dammit. Thank you again very much for watching. Be sure to leave comments down below for anything that resonated with you or things that you want to see. Don't forget that I stream Sunday through Friday on Twitch, twitch.tv/dammittohell. Come hang out with us. We play a lot of the games I talk about, and we play a lot of the games that I don't talk about, and then I talk about them later. Who knows what I'm going to talk about? I don't. But come hang out with us. But thank you again for watching the video. Leave a comment, give me a thumbs up, and please consider subscribing to help the channel grow and continue to bring you gaming news. I hope that you have a fantastic game-filled weekend. And until we meet again, be safe. Be sexy. Touch a butt. Goodbye.